Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Trevor. The channel is Bullet Breaks, and after a little bit of an absence, got a personal opening for today. I'm going to be opening a whole case of 2023 Panini Prizm blaster boxes. So generally when you mention Panini, especially 2023 Panini, first question people have is why? Just because, in my opinion, it was a very overpriced product for what you get. 2023, you weren't getting any active MLB players for the most part because they lost the licensing with the Players Association. So pretty much a lot of veterans, retired guys, I shouldn't say veterans, retired guys, minor league players, that kind of thing, which generally isn't as desirable as, say, your general rookies and that kind of thing, current stars. So that in that respect, definitely a watered down product. And then the price, just in my opinion, was kind of the main sticking point there, in that they were still asking the same price even though the product itself was pretty watered down. So at a lower price I would have been more interested in buying it, but as it was, I didn't open any 2023 Panini products until now. I was able to get a case of this product for under $200, so 20 boxes altogether, like right around just under $10 a box, which in my opinion is a fair price. And I've never done a case rip before, so I thought it was a good opportunity to kind of jump in at a low price point, kind of a low risk reward type thing, and have some fun. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be opening 20 boxes of Panini Prizm 2023, and we will get started. Not going to waste too much time. It is going to be time consuming, so I don't want to spend my whole day doing it either. So try to get it rolling pretty quick here. But yeah, so just to look at the box, Cal Ripken Jr. on the box there. So Panini Prizm, we're looking for 30 cards per pack. We'll get one green ice Prizm. That's really the only guarantee, but I'm hoping with a case. Actually, we do get 6 blaster exclusive blue ice Prizms per box, so basically one per pack, and then also a green Prizm. So those are kind of the guarantees. It's a list of what you can get. You can get autographs out of here. I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 probably in this case, something along those lines. So hopefully a decent prospect, or a veteran or something like that, maybe a numbered autograph. That's kind of what we're looking for. So we'll hopefully get some numbered cards and a couple autographs. And again, this product was only $200 for the whole case, so not a huge loss if we don't get anything too crazy. So a bit of a birthday present to myself. So we will get rolling, and I'll just kind of super rip these, just because again it's 20 boxes, so long ways to go. Don't want to spend my whole day doing it either, but pretty excited to see what we get. Again, I haven't opened any Panini 2023 products so far. This is my first experience with it, just because again, the price point. It's hard for me to, or for them to justify, in my opinion, the same price, because it was already overpriced as it was previously with the current MLB players. So to take that away and then want the same price or even more, just doesn't really seem to fly, in my opinion. All right, so we almost got our first 6 packs opened here. Okay, and let's go through. So 30 cards, and should have a good amount of color. You can kind of see we got there for color, so it looks like we've definitely got our ice Prizms there. And look at the cards, not a super different design from previous years. That's one of the things with Prizm. With Panini, it's not one of my favorite sets, but just the price was too good to pass up. But kind of just similar year to year. With football, it's kind of the premier set. That looks like maybe Prizm, yep. So we're looking for that on the back. We're looking for that Prizm logo. That just means it's a rainbow foil type thing. Refractor, if you're looking for a Topps equivalent. So Sedan Raphael, we got a Self Frelick on our blue cracked ice there. So we'll kind of try to keep our eyes open for our rainbows. Ricky Henderson on the blue cracked ice. That's pretty cool. Hall of Famer. Okay. Susak from Oakland, so prospect there, not familiar with him. Got Ichiro Drew Romo, Colorado Rockies prospect. So again, no team logos or anything like that. Mick Abel, pretty highly rated prospect for the Phillies. I believe he had surgery. And none of these are numbered, these blue or green cracked ice. Just kind of retail parallels, if you want to call them that. There's Mark Grace, longtime Cubs first baseman. The old ball game. And final card's going to be Cam Collier for Cincinnati. So decent prospect there. So nothing too crazy there. Generally, you know, one thing that's nice is we're not going to really miss any numbered cards. They stand out pretty well. Sometimes with tops, if it's not readily apparent, there's some parallels you can miss, or you know, short prints, that kind of thing. So we shouldn't have that issue with this. I get my space organized here. It's going to get a little dirty with all the trash here. Okay, we'll super rip this. So yeah, I only saw the one rainbow prism, whatever they call them there. Silver Prism, I think, is the official name. Again, it's been a while since I opened any Panini, but yeah, it's going to be our Silver Prism. So they're probably like one a box, would be my guess. What we can expect for that. And then again, our blue and green cracked ice. So I'm really hoping we grab a couple nice autos, maybe numbered autos. Would be pretty cool. So yeah, this product, it's $200 for a full case of blasters online. I got these from Blowout Cards. Rarely have I seen a new product case go that low. So again, had to jump on it. Might be something I'd use for a break later on too. Look, I do another Reddit break. Maybe go with this if it's a good product. Again, that's another reason why I'm kind of opening this, is to see if it's any good for that price. Again, very low price. There's Mick Abel regular. Okay, first blue cracked ice gonna be Emerson Hancock for Seattle. Green cracked ice, nice one for me for my PC. It's gonna be Eddie Matthews for the Braves, Milwaukee Braves. We got Rick Farrell, however you pronounce that. Another Ceddanne Rafaela. We got Jason Dominguez. That's a big name for the Yankees. Going to be one of the big names to collect in 2024 Topps Series 1. And I think that's our rainbow foil. Is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's our, not rainbow foil, our silver prism right there. It's going to be Frankie Frisch. And then Jacob Melton. It's going to be our blue cracked ice. Okay, next blue cracked ice is going to be Moose Scouron. And another silver prism, Ricky Tiedemann. So I'm sure I'm going to miss a couple of those as we go through. And then Dylan Lesko on the blue cracked ice for a final card there. So far nothing numbered, just our regular non-numbered retail parallels. Move on to box number 3. Speed it up a little bit. Got some stuff to do today besides ripping cards. So far, if I was in the store buying this for, you know, probably close to $30 after tax, I believe they retailed for $24.99 a box. Wouldn't be happy with the return. Not really the return, but, you know, just in general. Because ultimately, it's not about necessarily return. It's nice when you are able to get a big hit, but really that's not what the hobby is about for a lot of people. So it's more about the whole experience. But again, at $25, $30, probably wouldn't be super excited about it, just because, again, we're missing our team logos, we're missing our team names, and we're missing MLB players and rookies. But $10 a box, a little more palatable there. And Catfish Hunter, our blue, first blue of this box is Yoshida, one of the few current players in, just because when they printed this, he probably was not a current player. Luis Angel Acuna, nice prospect there. He's now on the Mets. believe traded for, is it Scherzer? Yeah, I think it was Matt Scherzer. Bancroft for Philadelphia. There's a Ellie De La Cruz. Not a Prism, just a regular insert. Again, one of the big names in 2024 Top Series 1, Max Wagner. Yep, there's our Silver Prism, Walter Ford. Randy Johnson, the big unit on the blue cracked ice. It is nice seeing, again, we do see a lot of these guys in Tops as well, but it is always nice seeing some of the biggest names. Brooks Robinson on the blue cracked. We got 400 Panini points. And I'll have to cover that up. I've never gotten Panini points before, so that's in place of a hit. So that would theoretically could have been an autograph, but instead we're getting Panini points. So interesting there. There's a Silver Prism of Warren Spahn, and then Ricky Tiedemann on the blue cracked ice there. So interesting. So we hit some Panini points. So basically what those are is you can redeem that for store credit on Panini's website. So I've never bought anything from Panini's website. I never really had the need to. So I'm sure there's a way to sell it on the secondhand market for like half the price or something along those lines. But, you know, I'll have to see what exactly it's equivalent to. It's probably not too much. My guess would be like $5 or something like that, maybe 10. So yeah, would have preferred to have any auto. Could have even been a not a great auto, but would have preferred to just have that up front. And again, that's one of the areas where, you know, Panini, that's why they kind of lag behind Tops, and why people in general prefer Tops is, you know, nobody really wants that. Although Tops does something similar now with their Tops Now cards. They'll give you a redemption for a Tops Now credit on their website, basically. So again, who wants that? You open a box, you don't expect something like that. So box number 4. Right. So we're only 4 boxes in so far. So we'll keep going. We'll kind of speed it up a little bit here. Jacob Berry. Kevin Alcantara, good name for the Cubs. One card was flipped over. Justin Morneau for the Twins, good name. Curtis Mead, good prospect for the Rays. Is that a silver? That is a silver of Catfish Hunter. And then Noelvi Marte for Cincinnati, another good prospect. So you had some good prospect names here. So it is interesting, the mix of prospects, similar to, say, like a Bowman product, and, you know, former MLB players. Joe Carter on the blue Prism. Chipper on the Silver Prism, 3-hole, like that one. And then Zach Veen is our final blue cracked ice. So, yeah, interesting mix there. That's, you know, my problem with, again, this year isn't so much the checklist. It's just the price for that checklist. You know, if you told me this product was available and it was $15 or even $20 a box, and the hobby boxes were like $80 to $100, I think, you know, that was probably more of a fair ask. And I probably would have bought some. But because really a lot of these autographs that they're giving out, same with Tops, again, they have no real value. So, you know, you're kind of just spending the money and getting really nothing in return necessarily, but even less so when you can't even have a team uniform on there. But, you know, again, there's some upside with these you know, former players, some of them Hall of Famers, really famous guys. You know, there's a lot of people who would prefer that than some prospect or some rookie that you know, may amount to nothing. Could get hurt anytime and never continue. So this is box number 5. So 1/4 of the way through after this. So our biggest hit so far. So no numbered cards so far. We did get Panini points. So we're hoping to get, again, I was thinking maybe 1 or 2 autos. There's a silver of Francisco Alvarez. Blue cracked ice of Nolan Ryan, one of the best names probably on the checklist. Green for this box can be Mario Soto. So, former player, never heard of him. Willie Cam. Dom DiMaggio, that looks like a silver prism, and it is. And then Nick Gonzalez, decent prospect for the Pirates. Ben Joyce for the Reds, or not the Reds, the Angels. I think he throws really hard, like 100 plus miles an hour. Cool. Papa Bell, that's going to be a silver prism. Phil Niekro on the blue cracked ice. Interesting. It's the second one I've seen in a row where we had the blue cracked ice, and then the next pack had the regular base, and there's another silver prism. We had 3 silvers in that pack right there. That was our box. That was Jim Thome, and then Colton Cowser, really good prospect for the Orioles on the end there. One quarter of the way through. Yeah, I'm wondering how much that 400 Panini points equates to. Again, I know that from what I've seen of people opening other Panini products, they're never too thrilled to get the Panini points because the general thought process is that's in place of, you know, another potential hit you could have gotten. So yeah, there's not usually too much enthusiasm for getting those. So I didn't think it's too big of a deal. And again, it's probably like $10 at most would be my estimate on there. Yeah, still looking for our first numbered card or our first auto. Again, if I open all of these and it turns out that it wasn't really that great, you know, we don't get that much except for just these retail parallels, you know, there's no sense in me going back and trying to run a break off this, in my eyes, regardless of how cheap it is, because if it's just not a good product, it's not a good product. So that's kind of my view of it too, is a little sneak peek for in case I do decide to do this for a break. Zach Geloff for the A's had a really decent debut last year in the majors. Green is going to be Justin Morneau. Rafael Furcal for the Dodgers in his Dodgers days. Jackson Churio, there's a good name. All right, we'll sleeve that one up. I think that might be our first sleeve and top load worthy card, even though it's just a retail parallel. Nothing crazy, but one of the bigger names. Going to be making his major league debut this year. Signed a big contract before he even reached the majors with the Brewers. Tony La Russa, that's going to be a silver prism. Peyton Gran on the blue. Jackson Holiday, just a regular insert there. Blue cracked ice of Dick Williams. And that's going to be silver prism Diego Cartaya insert, and then Reggie Crawford, blue cracked ice. So decent Jackson Churio. So 30 cards per box, 20 boxes, about 600 cards. Some quick math. So a good chunk of these base cards that, you know, could probably be just getting rid of somehow. Really tried to thin out my base card collection. I do like keeping some, you know, of big players of all teams. Obviously Braves, I save pretty much everything, but if it's guys that are, you know, not that great or whatever the case may be, washouts, generally don't keep those around. I use them for kindling or something like that when summer rolls around. But I know a lot of people give them away, but at the same time, they're not great players or anything like that. But I don't really have anywhere to give them to. But you know, that's certainly an option as well. I just have a big box of them that I've been saving up. So yeah, again, if I was buying these boxes off the shelf, which I was never tempted to, but if I was, probably be pretty disappointed with what I'm getting, just because Doesn't seem like a ton of value at the original retail asking price, which is why they're marked down, I'm sure. Kyle Harrison's a good name. Jeff Bagwell on the blue cracked ice. Drew Jones. Our green is going to be Joe Carter. And this blue is Alan Trammell. Just a regular insert. Bobby Miller on the blue. That's a nice color match. I like that a lot, actually. Had a really good rookie season for the Dodgers. A lot of promise. Jim Palmer, that is going to be a rainbow silver prism. Pete Rose on the blue cracked ice. Nice card. Raleigh Fingers on the blue. Termar on the insert silver prism, Future Tools, and then Steve Carlton on the blue cracked ice. So one thing that we are getting is a big stack of parallels. Here's my stack of just parallels so far. So a lot of good stuff for trading or that kind of thing. You know, we are getting one per pack. Average actually more than one per pack. So that's one nice thing they've got, is that they do have a parallel in every pack. So there's always that chance of hitting, you know, one of the big players. You know, even though, again, if you start printing a ton of them, they kind of lose some value, but it's still just nice to get something colorful and shiny in each pack. Kind of adds a little more value, in my opinion. There's certainly some Topps products that could probably benefit from just throwing a parallel in every pack, you know, and you got a big enough checklist generally where you're able to support that. Just my opinion, just makes it more fun. Even if, again, you know, it's not all about value, so a lot of this is about fun and the enjoyment of the hobby. So just getting a little something every pack helps. It's one of the reasons I like Stadium Club Chrome, because they do give you, you know, a lot of times a parallel. If not a parallel, then at least an insert. But you almost get a parallel per pack. It seems like it's like every 3 out of 4 packs, you're getting something. Okay, this is box number 8. That one did not want to open. I got a big mess here. Okay. See what we get. There's that same Ellie Future Tools. Would love to see him in a parallel. Angel Martinez. Green is going to be Willie Cam. Magli Ordonez on the blue. Jackson Holiday again. We got Chipper 3-hole. We got the silver of that one earlier. Michael Bush. He was actually traded to, I think, the Cubs, I want to say. Jim Rice on the silver prism. And then blue is going to be Justin Crawford. Good prospect for the Phillies. This blue is going to be Babe Herman. And final one, that's actually going to be a Jordan Walker silver prism, Future Tools. Not bad. And then Bill Mazeroski on the blue. So still not a single colored, or not colored, numbered card. And we are almost halfway through the case. So a little disappointing there. I was expecting maybe, like, you know, I knew it wasn't going to be one per box, but maybe 60% of them. But again, I haven't really watched too much of this. I watched a few boxes being opened just to get a sense of what was in there. But, you know, I guess I should have known when I didn't see too much color coming out of them. I did see some with autos coming out, which is why I was thinking maybe we get a couple. And we did get the 400 points. So technically that is a hit, even if we don't like it. There is a lot of parallels, so that's the one redeeming factor so far. A lot of cool shiny stuff. You know, if you could sell each one for $1, you know, at the end of the day, maybe at a card show or something like that, you know, maybe that's worth it. And get a few you like. All right, so our next box here, this is box number 9. Vlad Guerrero Sr. on the blue. Green is going to be Phil Necro. Blue is going to be Nomar. That is not a rainbow or silver. Edgar Martinez, Hall of Famer. Harold Baines is going to be a silver. Blade Tidwell. Griffey, Jim Edmonds on the blue cracked ice. Not a name you see too often. We've got more Panini points. Wow. So we've gotten 2 400 Panini points so far. Dom DiMaggio on this silver. I keep calling it rainbow silver. And then another Jason Dominguez. So another big name in upcoming Top Series 1. Hey, we'll sleeve him. We'll top load him. Cool looking card. I do like the cracked ice. They look nice. Yeah, so far 2 400 Panini points. So I'm up to 800. Probably one of the less desirable things I would like to get from these boxes, just because I really have no reason to go to the Panini store and purchase anything where you would use these points. But yeah, I will probably just end up selling them secondhand. Who knows? Maybe I'll go on there and just grab something for the heck of it. I don't think it would be a baseball product if I was going to buy something from Panini direct, although their football products are ridiculously expensive, so that puts a damper on that, more than I would ever spend on any card product. So that presents a problem there. So again, it may end up being an eBay selling thing, if that's how those work. Maybe Reddit. Maybe somebody will buy them on Reddit. Only problem with that is if you sell it and they use them, and then someone could say, "Oh, it didn't work. It was already used," and then there's not much of an argument you can kind of make about that. There's Randy Johnson, our blue cracked ice. I think that's the second one we've seen. So all these packs, that second one we open, I guess it's the second last one we open, is has a green in it. So Kyle Harrison. So pretty predictable there. So that's actually not a bad one. Kyle Harrison. Set that aside. We'll sleeve that up. Dave Bancroft. Gabriel Hughes. Andre Dawson on the silver prism. And then James Wood. Good prospect for the Nats. Brooks Robinson on the blue. Oh, we do have an autograph. All right. Our first autograph, it's going to be Wilmer Flores for the Tigers. So this is actually the son of the infielder, I believe. Still plays for the Giants. I think he's a pretty decent pitching prospect for Detroit. So our first autograph came in box number 10. So far we're on pace for 2. And then we had, that was a Mark McGwire Blueprints silver. And then Robert Moore on the blue. So yeah, an autograph. So our last one of the first half of this opening, we did get something, a hit. So far, halfway through, we've gotten 800 Panini points and an autograph, and a bunch of other parallels. Like it's hard to argue with the amount of parallels you get from this product. This is our stack of cracked ice. I mean, tons of color. Again, it's not anything that's worth much, but it's still fun, notable in my opinion. And our average box cost again was $10 per box on this. So if I was paying $25 or $30, wouldn't like it, but $10 a box, it's hard to argue with that. Okay, so our first autograph. We're still looking for a numbered card, but feel good that we did hit an autograph. Again, I was thinking we'd hit 1 or 2, but it was starting to feel a little bleak there. Starting to think that maybe they just replaced all of them with these Panini points. Alright, so this is box number 11, so we're hitting the halfway point, going past it. And about a half hour in so far, so try to make it a little bit quicker here for the second half. tough when you got to open up the boxes and packs every time. But we'll try to go through. I think we have a good sense of what this product is at this point. So, yeah, we'll try to speed it up. I do have other things to do today. Much as I like ripping baseball cards. Yeah, I haven't really ripped too much recently, especially for my personal collection. Just maybe like a blaster box here and there, nothing exciting really. Okay, so box number 11, you can start off with a, yeah, that is the silver of Hal Newhouser, Addison Barger on the blue. That is another silver of Babe Ruth, Hans Lobert, Cincinnati. Another silver of Kumar Rocker, so 3 silver prisms so far. Again, 2 parallels per pack. There's a nice one for my PC, AJ Smith-Shawver for the Braves. Is that another one? We've hit 1 per pack so far. And that's Jordan Walker again on that 2080 scale. Judd Fabian on the blue. So this has been a good box. We're hitting 2 parallels a pack. Our green is going to be another Brave, Jared Schuster. So, like that. Even though he's been traded. Another Brave, Eddie Matthews on the blue. And we will get 2 per pack. So that was a great box. Another Mark McGuire. And Hunter Brown, another good one. So yeah, we got 12 parallels in that box. 6 packs. Pretty crazy. So I don't know if that's like a hot box or what the deal is with that. Not bad. Yeah, $10 a box, I can get behind this product. So that, yeah, on Blowout they were selling the case for I think just under 200, like 199 something, and they were selling individual boxes for under 20 a box. So it's kind of a no-brainer to just grab a case for $200. I mean, you watch this stuff pretty frequently. You rarely see cases of anything get to that. They've had some cheaper 2022 stuff, but I feel like 2022 has kind of gone down in value in general, just because mainly the whole Wander Franco legal case going on is just like tanked. His stuff obviously has pretty much no value anymore, just because as more comes out, it just seems worse and worse for him. And so that hurts a lot of the 2022 stuff, because he was one of the big rookie chases in a lot of 2022. And then you know, Julio and Bob kind of came later in the year, and you know, really in Topps update, and some Panini stuff. But you know, I've been looking at the checklist before I buy this stuff, and a lot of the 2022 Panini products that are super cheap, it's just not really worth it, because the checklists are not good in general. Okay, so here's another box. We got George Valera on our green, David Ortiz, Big Poppy on the blue. That is going to be, no, not a Prism, just a regular Jackson Churio. So there's Drew Jones on the blue cracked ice. That's a nice one. Still got a lot of promise. Yiddy Cappy on the silver. Juan Gonzalez on the blue. Nope. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a silver or not. There's Paul Konerko on the blue cracked ice. Silver of Grayson Rodriguez. He's probably going to have a good year for the Orioles. Goose Goslin on the blue. And then our final blue is going to be Hao Yu Lee. So a couple decent names. Still no numbered parallels, so those must be very few and far between in Panini Blasters, at least for Prism. I know if you get a Topps Blaster, you can kind of expect one, I would say, one numbered card per box in general. I mean, I've had plenty where you don't get any, but it really depends on the printing too. Like Series 1 of 2023, it was not, the odds were not good. So you got to kind of look at the odds as well per format. But yeah, in other ones, you could expect one, maybe even two numbered cards. If you look at the last break I did, the Reddit break, you know, you can kind of get a sense of, we had 5 different blasters, I think, in there, so you kind of get an idea of what you'd be getting from each one. So like update, I think we ended up getting like 1 or 2 numbered cards per box. Got an autograph from one box also. Here we haven't hit a single numbered card, and this is box number 13. So we could get one in the 13th. Alex Ramirez on the blue cracked dice. But again, those products also aren't guaranteeing a parallel per pack either. Greg Maddux on the green, I like that one a lot. Arky Vaughn. Not a silver. Roderick Arias. That's a silver. Mike Messina. Jose Salas on the blue. Ooh. And Al Kaline on the blue. Silver Bill Mazeroski, and then Samuel Zavala on the blue. So even on like not a good box, again, we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parallels. And then you just hope you hit the right names. It's similar to Topps, you know, when you get the 1 parallel per box or 2 parallels per box, I mean, you just hope you hit the right names. You know, you hit a big rookie and hey, you know, maybe it pays for your box. More often than not, it won't, or you won't hit the right name, but there's always that opportunity. You know, maybe if Jackson Churio goes crazy to start the year or something like that, maybe this blue retail parallel, you know, goes for something decent. Like, you know, I can't imagine to go for anything crazy, but, you know, maybe 10, 20 bucks, you know, and that pays for a box. So, we're box number 14 here. Almost 75% of the way through this rip. So far, I would say okay. You know, again, at the price, I think it's pretty decent. That's my thought so far. Haven't hit any like monsters or anything like that, and I doubt we will, but you know, it's still fun. A lot of nice cards, colorful stuff. Angel Martinez. Kevin Alcantara on the green. Magli Ordonez on the blue. I think we've seen that one once already. Brian Ramos on the blue. We have a rainbow of Jake Madden. Not familiar with him. Justin Crawford on the blue. I think we've seen that one before as well. Babe Herman blue. Jackson Churio again. Silver foil of Jackson Churio. You know, yeah, just an insert like this. This doesn't hold really any value, maybe a couple bucks, but still, that's the right name you're looking for. And we got Grant. I almost said Grant McRae, San Francisco on the blue. Would really love a Jackson Churio auto, or a really big name. I still think we might hit one more autograph. Yeah, as far as using this in a break, almost missed a pack. I'd have to think about that a little bit more, because again, now that we've seen kind of what you get, again, there's always that promise of some big name, but never likely. At least with Topps, you know, you could, if you get a, you know, say a parallel of some guy, you know, a big rookie, you know, like a, you know, Corbin Carroll or a Mike Harris or whoever, great, or Gunner, you know, that could make up for a lot of it. But even this, if you get a parallel of Jackson Churio, hey, it's not worth that much. You know, it doesn't hold much value necessarily. So tough to say if I would use this for a break. It would be cheap. I think I did the math in a break spot for this. If I was doing another 15-team break, it'd be like 18 bucks shipped, which is super cheap. Jordan Walker green. That's a good one. Let's leave that. Greens are rarer. The blue, obviously, you know, easier to hit. They come one per pack. So the greens are going to be a little bit rarer. Weighty Ford on the blue. They both look nice though. I mean, the Panini's Cracked Ice, nice looking cards. Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer. Miguel Bleus on the silver. Jackson Ferris on the blue. Blue Early Win. Silver Warren Spahn. Blueprints Ceddanne Rafaela, that's a good name on the blue. Yeah, it's not a silver. And then Jack Leader, Texas. So that's a pretty good blaster. Some good names on our parallels. And our parallel stack is huge at this point. Like there's a very large chunk of parallels. I'll just drag it over here. This is the parallel stack. So this is all blues, some greens, some silvers. Pretty crazy. So at least we're getting some nice stuff to, trade. That's probably the main thing I'll do with it, is sort it out by team, and then it's available for trade. Maybe you could do team lots. Hey, I have a lot of Yankees blue Cracked Ice, or whatever it may be. So there's some opportunities to earn some money back, or at least get some trades going, that kind of thing. Okay, we're in the last 75% here. This is box number 16 of this case rip. My first ever one. So if you look at cases of most products, you're talking $600 to $800 on sale, for most products, which is, I could afford it. I don't want to afford it though. It's kind of my viewpoint on that, because it is a lot of, it's a lot of risk to take on. You don't hit anything, you could be several $100s in the hole. You're taking a chance on that. This, at least, it's $200 buy-in. Hey, I could see myself making back half of that pretty easily just off the parallels. And if you do hit something big, there's opportunities there as well. Gil McDougall is going to be our green, and then Archie Vaughn on the blue. A-Rod blueprints, gonna be silver. Goose Goslin blue. Caden Wallace silver. Alex Ramirez blue. So this is another silver and blue, or two parallels per pack. There's a Drew Jones, Future Tools silver, and then Al Kaline blue, because we're getting two parallels per pack here. Davy Jones silver. Roderick Arias blue. Then Early Win silver and Juan Gonzalez blue. So yeah, we've had two of those so far, where you get two parallels per pack, which is pretty nice. So 12 parallels a box, like a hot box thing. That's what I'm assuming, is that some of them, they just kind of load up a little bit like that. Like I said, we've had two in this case so far, so it's not a super common thing. One out of every 10 boxes. That's 4 boxes. And I'm recording for about 43 minutes, so this is going to be probably one of my longer rips for sure. It has been fun. I've definitely enjoyed doing this, so that's a factor in these kinds of things as well. Is it enjoyable? Is it fun? Some of this stuff, I've seen case rips of some top stuff, like draft and other things like that, where there's just so many cards, it's like not even fun. Or I could see if you had to do like say series 1 jumbos for tops, and there's just so many base cards and a lot to sort through. So this has been enjoyable. I'll give Panini that one, again, at $10 a box. At $25-$30 a box, no, would be a lot less enjoyable, but for a cheap rip, definitely. Okay, let's go through it quick. There's a Jackson Holiday rainbow silver. I just want to call it rainbow. So that is the big name. Can you imagine if we hit a Jackson Holiday auto? That'd be amazing. Again, super unlikely, but silver of Holiday. Babe Ruth blue. And I'm still thinking we're going to get another autograph here somewhere. Jordan Lawler on the green. He's a big prospect. David Ortiz blue. This is another 2 parallel box. 2 parallel per pack. Manzardo on the silver. Sandberg on the blue. It is Ricky Tiedemann and Hao Yu Lee. Bobby Miller on the silver, Konerko on the blue, and Curtis Mead silver, and Drew Jones blue. So that's our third one of those. 2 parallels per pack. So 3 out of a case. So it gives you kind of an idea of the odds on that for sure. No numbered cards, though, at least not, unless I've missed something, which is certainly possible, because they do have odds in it. You can look for randomly inserted, numbered from 1 to 10 to 1. You know, again, I'm sure they're very rare, but there are numbered cards in this product, but I have not seen a single one in a whole case so far. 3 boxes left. So that seems a little surprising to me in that, you know, I think it doesn't look like there are a lot of like higher numbered products or cards in here, parallels, whatever you want to call them. Just because they do tell you, like, you know, like say the ones numbered to, they used to have ones numbered to like $9.99 in some of their products. Like those aren't even listed, so they didn't even include those parallels in this product. So those are, you know, anything numbered higher is going to be just hobby only or whatever other formats they have for this. I'm sure they have hobby boxes. They might only have hobbies and blasters of this. Maybe they don't even have higher numbered parallels. I'm not even sure. I think they used to have mega boxes of this in years past. So there's starting off with a rainbow of Willie Mays, and then Chase DeLauder. He's a good prospect too. Blue. So flip this. He's going to be the only one. Green is going to be Tyler Locklear. Blue, Al Simmons. So this could be another one of 2 parallels per pack. So Walker, another Future Tools, Jordan Walker. We've gotten a lot of Jordan Walker. Yeah, we'll sleeve it. I don't think I sleeved the last one, but we'll sleeve that one. And then going to be John Smoltz on the blue. I like that as a Braves fan. Jet Williams, the silver, and Griff McGarry on the blue. Valera on the silver, and Newhouser on the blue. And another Grayson Rodriguez, and another blue Kyle Harrison. I think we had a green of him already. Now we got a blue. So yeah, so 4. So that's our 4th one that I've noticed with 2 parallels per pack. We are down to our last 2 boxes of this. Pretty crazy. It's been fun. Again, I have a huge stack of parallels to add to my trade box. Basically, I have a box of all my cards that I don't collect, but are, you know, parallels or rookies or cool cards, that kind of thing that, you know, I'll put up for trade or maybe even sell, try to sell them for $1 a piece or something like that. So a lot of these will go into that pile, box. And a lot of stuff I've seen, plenty of Braves. That's really what I'm going to be keeping, is the Braves cards. All right, so we have 2 boxes left. Hoping for one more auto. Hoping it's a big name. That would be really cool. Again, Ellie's in here. I'm pretty sure Jackson Holiday is. Jackson Churio. Those are probably the biggest 3. Okay. We're starting off with another 2 parallels per pack box. Looking good so far. Pedro Martinez on the green and Mark Grace on the blue. This could be, yeah. So we're up to like 5. So 25% of the boxes. Maybe we'll have 2 parallels per pack. Babe Ruth and Sal Frelick. Stargell and Luka Gold. Wilson Montgomery and Ricky Henderson. And Frelick again, and Ken Griffey Jr. on the blue cracked ice. Pretty card. Yeah, we're up to 25%, having 2 per pack. That's pretty good. You know, that's again, for the price that I'm at, $10 a box, that's pretty good value. Kind of leaning towards I would do a case break of this, just because, you know, everybody's gonna get some shiny stuff. You know, something that's the only issue sometimes with breaks is, you know, there's some people that buy in and they get nothing just because nothing hits, and you know, there's only a limited number of stuff, you know, per pack or box or whatever it may be. So that is one nice thing, is that everybody's going to get some color. An outside shot at an autograph. So yeah, we only have the one auto so far, so it could be one per case. You know, that could be kind of how it falls. I only knew that they were in here, not that they, you know, the rate. And again, we really don't know with Panini because they just tell us randomly inserted, and I don't think we get any other odds or anything like that. This is our last chance, though. Last box out of this 20-box case rip. Thank you for watching if you watched this far. It's a lot, for sure. Frank Baker on the rainbow and George Valera blue. Barry Larkin green and Duke Snyder blue. And we're at another 2 parallels per pack. So Larkin and Hughes. Wisenhunt and McAble blue. Yuri Perez. Jim Bunning, 3 in that pack. Oh, unless it just somehow got transferred to the front. Jim Bunning and Robert Moore. And Pete Rose silver is our last card of the day. So overall, definitely enjoyed this at the price point I bought in at. Again, $200 for the case. We did get an autograph. So that's going to be Wilmer Flores. I don't think he's a huge prospect. I think he might be decent, though. Again, you never know. Could be very good someday. But again, you know, Panini base autographs like this, not really going to have too much value, even if you were to get huge. You know, pitchers in general don't. And then, you know, non-team logo cards, even less so. But fun to hit one. And then, yeah, some of our better names that I noticed. We had a Jason Dominguez blue and a Jackson Holiday silver, not rainbow. A couple Jackson Churio parallels there. A couple other names. A couple Jordan Walkers and Kyle Harrison. And there's plenty of other names, so I'm just going to pull this stack over. So this is our parallel stack right here. So you can see there's a lot of cards here that we got in parallels. So 1 out of every 5. So if we're opening 600 cards, you know, you can do the math over 100, 115, 120, somewhere in that range. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah, pretty cool. A lot of parallels from this rip. I will have to sort through, and also a lot of base cards that I'll have to go through. But yeah, this was a case rip. Hope you enjoyed watching. We did get a couple Panini points as well, 800 Panini points. So again, maybe that took the place of a couple of other autos. Maybe they go more like 3 per case, but you could also get Panini points. So 3 hits, I guess we could say, altogether. That is about it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and have a good one.